What is going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back. I do appreciate support. Got a strange story for you guys. And this story occurred November 7th out of Dallas, Texas. Shout out. On a dark Metro light rail train, where this half dead looking dude right here, looked like he got the beating that his daddy never gave him. His name is Lamon Wynn, 18 years old, got into it with another 18-year-old on the light rail and wound up fighting with him and then shooting him in the leg and the abdomen before running off and then trying to cover up the scene, the whole situation, while exposing himself at the same time. Man, it's nothing for people to crash out nowadays, especially young people. 0 to 100 real quick. Right to the penitentiary they go. Here's his story.
Dart police made an arrest in connection with Friday's shooting on board a Dart light rail train.
Yeah, so this is the third Dart shooting in the past 5 weeks. Fox 4's Alex Boyer joining us with details on the arrest. Alex.
Hey guys, according to that arrest warrant affidavit, the suspect is no stranger to Dart police. It turns out that it was a combination of help from witnesses, a social media account, as well as surveillance video that revealed where he hid some of the evidence linking him to the crime.
This is what 18-year-old Lamon Wynn II looked like when he was booked into the Dallas County Jail early Saturday. A corrections officer had to hold his head up for the photo. Not clear what happened to him in the time leading up to his arrest. But several hours earlier, on November 7th, Dart police say Wynn shot 18-year-old Davier Johnson on board a Dart light rail train near the Ackerd station in downtown Dallas. According to an arrest warrant affidavit, Wynn lunged towards the victim and then a brief struggle ensued. Shots were fired and then the suspect was observed running from the scene while tucking an object into his waistband. Johnson suffered a gunshot wound to his lower chest and right leg. He was taken to Methodist Dallas Medical Center for treatment. The arrest warrant states several witnesses knew Wynn by his street name and provided information for the suspect's social media. A Dart police officer who responded to the scene looked at the account and realized he recently issued a citation to the individual. The report also noted that Dart police got word from security at Renaissance Tower that they saw a man running towards an open park near the pyramid on the property. The security guards say Wynn placed several items in a flower bed area before running off. Investigators recovered a black beanie, black hoodie, and tan sweatpants. When investigators reviewed surveillance video from the Dart train, Wynn was reportedly wearing those items when he shot Johnson.
And we don't know what led to the confrontation. I can tell you that he has been charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. It's also worth noting that this was the third shooting on a Dart train in recent weeks. Back to you.
All right, Alex Boyer, live tonight. Thank you, Alex.
That's the story of this dude, Lamon Wynn, doing some dumb shit. Sitting up there in the jail, he won't take his mug shot. They got to hold his face. And he up there looking like he on the slab for an autopsy. Why am I not surprised? It's crazy as hell. You pull out a gun in the middle of a crowded place. A place nobody can run from, a train, and you let off 2 shots into a dude you was fighting with. Now, you see his face is marked up. So he ain't no stranger to violence or being violated by violence. But who knows? They said they don't know how his face got like that prior to him getting arrested, or if it happened when he got arrested. But I don't think so, because them scars, looking at them scars right now, that looked like it recently happened. Hell, it might have been in that fight with him, with that guy. Because it said he lunged them at first. They started fighting, and the guy, he shot the guy. Maybe dude was getting the best of him. Or maybe the guy did that to him prior to him catching back up on the guy on the train, which started the whole thing all over again. You never know. But it's just crazy how quickly people are ready to go to guns, especially young people, or start fighting each other in public places where witnesses are bound and they can tell on you. And nowadays, they're telling on you. They knew him by his street name. So I don't know if this guy's in school or people from school knew him, but there were people on that train that knew him, and he had to let it be known in front of people that know him. He got a rep, and he ain't to be fucked with, and he killed somebody. Now they charge this guy with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Where's the murder charge? I guess that'll be upgraded, I guess. But I mean, just think about that. You could be minding your business, coming home from work, going to work, and this type of shit breaks out in front of you, where a motherfucker start letting off a gun that makes your eardrums numb out in a congested place. You ain't got nowhere to run, and now you the victim of somebody's rage and careless recklessness with them trying to kill somebody else in your immediate vicinity. I told you before, man, America is nothing like it, used to be, as far as when people had pride about themselves, people had respect, and people had decency. It's unrecognizable now. And those in power can sit up here and say all the things they want to say about how they want to look towards the world, but the media and the news stories that come out show otherwise, and nobody addresses it. It's so bad nowadays with people that have been either raised, without, proper parenting, or just feral in nature and never been tamed, to exist in society, that you would have to eliminate a lot of people for us to even go back to a glint of normalcy. Seriously, just a glimpse of normalcy, a lot of people would have to go. Because these motherfuckers that was wild when they was young are wild as men. And I'm not talking about this guy. I'm talking about people older than him that do this type of shit too, that they can't be reformed. And it ain't nobody's fault. You can blame parenting. You can blame this. But after a while, when you become old enough to say you're a grown-ass man, you have to have some type of accountability. This guy shot somebody, ran off the train, turned one problem into a bigger problem, stripped his clothes off. They saw him on camera doing that, saw where he threw the beanie, the hoodie, the sweatpants. He made sure he kept that gun though. He ran off. People on social media telling on him. People on the scene. Yeah, his street name is such and such. Now they got you locked up. All these fingers pointing towards you. You the one that did it. They got you on camera on the bus, the train cam. Dumb shit. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can't feel sorry for people that willingly throw themselves in the fire. And the thing that's crazy about these stories, I tell you, when people are going to prison and they get life and something like that, that's a huge bonus for somebody not even in the equation of what happened, the cause or the effect. Somebody's pockets getting lined up for housing sons of bitches like this and others like him that has nothing to do with it. No dog in the fight, and don't even know these people's names, but they know they getting paid for it through the justice system. How sick is that? I'll see you in the next video. Take care. That's why I tell you, jail is the ultimate play out. Don't let it be you.